Spoilers ahead. And again, spoiler warning here. Hi everyone, this is Tanner, and today I'm going to be talking about Fox McCloud, the other Nintendo characters that appear in this movie here, in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, right? We have Rob, Mr. Game & Watch, Pikmin, but let's start here with Fox here. And I was very happy with how Fox was portrayed. I like how you see him fixing his R-Wing. I love the backstory he gets on why he's here, that, something's going on. That there was a tear in space and time. I'm like, okay, because that maybe set the Smash Bros. Universe, but he's here. I love the flashback was kind of this anime style that got you a bit of that Star Fox kind of vibe and kind of, okay, what's going on here? I love the Slippy joke where he's like, communications were busted, but that's what happens when you have like a frog as your communicator. It was something like that. That was funny. I'm like, okay. And Glenn Powell was great. Like, I would love a Star Fox movie. I think he had that energy, that passion. It felt different than Glenn Powell's other roles, but it still felt like, okay, this is Fox. I like his animation style here as well in this movie. Even when, besides from the anime stuff and the flashbacks, it was really cool. It looked different. I loved his interaction when he first sees Mario. Kind of made me a bit emotional. I was like, wow, this is kind of like a Nintendo universe we're seeing. And then Luigi says he looks like the neighbor's dog they used to have. I love that. I like how in the first and second movie, Luigi makes references to Mario and Luigi reference each other when they were growing up and like their life before this. It's cool. It's just cool to see. It makes me just kind of happy. But yeah, anyways, Star Fox has some great scenes in his ship. You have the R-Wing. It does get shot down in that first fight. Him versus Bowser and Bowser Jr. Bowser's trying to kind of convince Bowser Jr. to not destroy it. But it's just such a cool scene here. Very fun action here. I thought Fox, in the finale, he was in his space doing his thing, but you kind of had Mario and Luigi, Yoshi and Peach kind of be the main player. So I like that. You had the Fox cool stuff earlier, but when time called upon it, you had Fox kind of do his own stuff here. And just the Star Fox themes that are used, it was very well done in this movie. I thought it was great. I kind of would compare it to Batman, the Lego Batman movie. I think Batman's in that, or the Lego movie, my bad. Not the Lego Batman movie, but the Lego movie. Where I think Batman's in the Lego movie more, but you kind of have that feeling where he's kind of a cool side character. I wouldn't call the Lego movie a Batman movie, but Batman's a highlight in it, and there's Batman stuff. I wouldn't call this a Star Fox movie, but Fox is in it. He's very cool. He's great. The character dynamics are really fun. I like how in the ending in the post-credit sequence, you see him go back to his Earth. I like that. He calls Rosalina Space Princess. Like, perfect dialogue here, and I'm like, this is like kind of Super Smash Bros. Like this is just really cool. I thought Glenn Powell was excellent. I really just felt like he embodied that character. And it felt like Fox McCloud. I didn't feel like, oh, this is Glenn Powell in this animated movie. It felt like something different. So Fox was great here. Really, really cool. And then let's go on here to the Pikmin. And now that, moving on. No, I'm joking, but that's how it was. It's a little cameo. Cool, you get a little Pikmin music in there, I believe. That was neat to see. I wish we maybe saw Olimar, but it was kind of cool because you see Pikmin, then you see Fox. It's like, okay, I still like a Pikmin show, kind of like I Am Groot, something in that style, or a movie. These are cute characters. I wish it maybe had a bit more of a role here. I don't know what they could have done. Maybe if Fox kind of knew the Pikmin, and maybe he's like, hey, I know these people, they could help me, and maybe have the Pikmin interact with the Luma. I don't know. But the Pikmin was a cool Easter egg nonetheless here to see kind of just in this movie pop up. And that's how they are, because they pop up in like the Nintendo theme park in real life. So, just kind of the little cameo stuff is fun. Then we had Rob. I love Rob. And this is what I like about an Easter egg. If you know Rob, like me, it was cool to see him. But if you don't, you just have this visual gag of him slowly turning and talking. Remind me of the sloth from Zootopia 2. Now this was perfect. He was funny, but it was like just neat to see him here. It was a perfect use of him when he showed up in my theater. It was like, and I'm like, okay, so maybe it is a surprise. But it was just cool to see him in charge of the Gateway Galaxy, of the knowledge and the terms and stuff. It just fit the Rob character so well. It was just really cool to see him in this movie here. Then, last but not least, Mr. Game & Watch. Whoa! Luigi, draws him because he has a hole in Bowser Jr.'s brush. I did not know this was happening at all. That was awesome. He does the hammer. I'm like, whoa. It looked like his animation was straight out of Smash Bros. I'm like, okay, this is getting really interesting here. He does get defeated. He's only on screen for 30 seconds, but that was awesome. And that brings me to the point of the Super Smash Bros. Stuff, because there's not a direct Smash Bros. Tease like I thought. And that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. But I think give us a Star Fox movie, get a couple of these movies, and do these little teases here, right? It kind of reminds me of Iron Man 2. We had Black Widow in that movie, kind of teasing the universe. This reminds me of Fox in this movie. He's in it. It's cool. He's great. He's a character. But can we build out this universe? I like these little pieces, and I would like to see other movies. I think Star Fox would be cool. Like if you do a Smash Bros. Universe, say with Mario, Donkey Kong, Fox, Olimar, maybe get Captain Falcon in there, Samus or Kirby. Like that's a good 6 or 7 characters here. And I know people were thinking, are we going to see Kirby or Samus or Captain Falcon? Well, I thought Captain Falcon maybe. We do not, but I'm okay with that. I like what they had here. It felt like a good, even mix of these characters. But let me know your thoughts here. Until then, take care.